window should fall flush now. Have to do this because of the screws, the hinges. Perfect. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, that was just a few minute job. Because the shorter hinges, it allowed the panels to sit on the drip rail, so it was putting pressure on them. So if I wanted to keep them closed against the bus, I had to push against it, which pulls on all the screws. Now they all sit flush, and all I did was cut a couple of chunks of the drip rail out, which is no big deal. And yeah, now I can just put some little rubber pads right there, put my bottom anchors. My next step is to, I have all the hinges on this side. I still have to add 3 to this side. I'll get out of the wind here and the cold. And I only have 2 so far, so I'll be able to get at least, I'm going to do the outer 2 edges right now. And then I have bolts for what I'm going to do is I'm going to bolt through. I'll take the second screw down right in the middle of the curve. Hey, where am I looking? Right there, on all of these. And I'll through drill them and put a bolt all the way through to the inside with a washer and locking nylon nut on it. But when I do that, I'll drill the holes. Then I'm going to take all the screws back out of the bus right there, for each hinge. I'll do it per hinge. And then I'm going to take and clean both the hinge and the bus with some Windex and get it clean. And then I use silicone, and I'll silicone the whole space the hinge is on and the screw holes, screw it all back together and drop the bolt through. And I'll have Vicky help me by we can screw them together so that each one is fully anchored and caulked. And the silicone acts like a glue also to help hold the hinges in place and keep them held to the bus. But it's been pretty cold. I've had I just turned the diesel heater off. It was what I see, 27 this morning and 26 yesterday. And but the diesel heater has been running beautifully. I popped this thing back up today, just this morning, because it wasn't that breezy, and yet here come the breeze again. Hopefully it won't be enough to affect it too much. But I have found that it makes a nice smoking lounge on days like today, because you get out of the breeze, and I'm sitting in the nice warm sun here. So let's see, what else? I don't know. That's as far as I got right now. Oh, as far as an update on the solar stuff, somebody asked what kind of wires and stuff I'm using. This is solar wire. It's 10 gauge. It has coating on it to protect it from the sun, but for the most part, I'm just using 10 gauge stranded wire. And the panels, I've seen 55 amps coming out of them. And yeah, the 10 gauge is only running the lengths of it's what the panels are, and then from there to They're running about maybe 5 feet into the charge controller. The ones from the other side, that's different. They're running about 10 to 12 feet because they have to come up and over the bus on the inside. And then they hook into the charge controller. So, and I just use crimping stuff. I did have the battery cables made, and then the inverter has matched length battery cables for it, and they're like 2/0 or something like that, because that's where the power is going to be pulled from, heavy duty. But the 10 gauge, as far as I'm aware, is pretty good for what I got here. Yep, batteries are fully charged and floating already by noon every day, even though I have the heater going all night. I have various lights on at night, and they're all 12 volt, plus the tablet and the phones. There's a couple of phones. They're all charged up, you know, so yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I figure once I start actually getting a draw on it, I'll get to see what they do. Like when I get a fridge and the inverter is actually working. What else? Yeah, that's about it for now. Hope y'all have a good day. Later.